One sandwich that says, "This guy appreciates wild-caught Alaskan fish." And a second that says, "This guy would like another sandwich." 2 for $6.99. Arby's, we have the meats.
To 50 years with my best friend.
Quick, the Quicker Picker-Upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the Quicker Picker-Upper.
Welcome to more.
Got a great year ahead.
Where the roads don't have limits on how fast you can go.
Big crew, we're gonna have to fall out right here.
Or the sights you're gonna see.
Oh, we got trouble!
Welcome to new places. Familiar faces.
Wow.
And memories in the making.
That's free, baby! Woo!
Welcome to a whole new season of NASCAR.
At Primal Kitchen, we believe that this is a multivitamin. This is a protein bar. And that greens are something you actually eat. We believe that plant-based means more plants, that meat should be meat, and that food should be real. That's why Primal Kitchen condiments, sauces, and dressings aren't just made from real food. They're made for real food. Primal Kitchen, made for real food.
When wellness has you looking unwell. When water just isn't enough. Enter Liquid IV's sugar-free formula with true-to-fruit flavor and 0 artificial sweeteners. Here's the thing. It's not about looking like you've got it all together. It's about feeling like you do. Make our new sugar-free your everyday sidekick. Own your ritual your way with Liquid IV.
What's up, family? So glad to have you inside the facility. Let's get it! Everybody up here has played the game. Look, we lived it. We know. Let's get it popping, baby.
There we go. Now we're good.
Breaking down film. Situational football. We go over it.
Now we're good.
Football players like chess pieces. You win or you go home. And that's the real. It might be some haterade in that cup over there. This is the facility.
No, this is the Old Maid tournament. Or no, Skippo tournament. Skippo or Skipoo. Not really. I mean, if I sound congested, maybe I am, but I haven't felt it.
Most recent winners for the Daytona 500. Bright sunlight today. We're going to qualify by moonlight tonight. Welcome to qualifying for the Daytona 500. Brought to you by Toyota. Hi, everybody, and welcome as we get ready to roll here in Daytona for pole position qualifying for the Daytona 500. Always exciting, and this year even more so because not everybody's going to make the field between tonight's qualifying and tomorrow night's dual races. So, Kevin Harvick, how big a night is this for a driver trying to get his season started?
Well, you want to have a fast
Can't think of a better way to spend a snowy evening.
and tonight you get rewarded with the Daytona 500 pole, so you're locked in after the qualifying races. So give me a fast car all the time and I'll take it.
Sounds pretty greedy, Kevin. I tell you,
Now, while they're getting set up here for qualifying, there's a couple of things I want to make known to chat. And before I, at least an inch and a half, 2 already. It's supposed to go until like 4 a.m.
We'll see how that develops as we have 25 cars to qualify, and then the top 20.
So a couple things I want to go over. First of all, I will not be streaming on Saturday. My mother actually got married last Friday. They're doing a kind of get-together Saturday night, so I will not be streaming anything Saturday. So no ARCA race and no Xfinity race from me on Saturday. Everything else I plan to do. Qualifying tonight, duels tomorrow, the truck race Friday night, and then obviously the big one on Sunday. If you weren't with me for the Clash, if you weren't with me when I streamed the Clash, actually I'm going to start it with the duels tomorrow night, but particularly Sunday. There is a YouTuber I follow. He's a he's primarily an NFL guy, a YouTuber, Tom Grossi. He's doing a charity stream on Sunday for Children of Fallen Patriots. Is the charity he wants to do, and he's trying to raise $1 million. So I'm gonna try to do kind of my part, kind of. So I'm gonna make sure I do. I'm gonna make sure I have the charity up. Probably starting from the dual races. I'll have a link to the charity to donate. I plan on donating on Sunday. And then, and also trying to get people to go subscribe to him because he's trying to get 1 million subscribers before May. He's not too far off, so. So that's everything you guys need to know if you weren't here for when I did the Clash. So. And how things are going to go over the next 5 days.
Experience it for yourself. Get tickets now at AtlantaMotorspeedway.com.
Welcome back to Daytona 500 pole qualifying. Boy, there's a couple of champs. Jeff Gordon, Elio Castroneves talking it over. CONCACAF Champions Cup Soccer can be found on the Fox Sports app right now and will continue on FS.
I know, that's why I was giving a refresher, Bumble, so.
Moves to FS1. 45 cars are entered for this year's Daytona 500.
I know, that's why I was giving a refresher. So like I said, the charity link will be up. I'm going to start it tomorrow night during the duels. It'll go all the way through to Sunday. I personally am not going to donate till Grossi's stream goes up on Sunday, and I'll donate to that.
Was new here at Daytona this year, and that was pre-qualifying practice. We had 1 hour of practice this morning.
First car's out.
Eventful, but let's begin with 25-year-old Justin Haley from Winamac, Indiana. He is new to Spire Motorsports toward the end of last year and the last 7 races of the season. With Spire, his new crew chief Rodney Childers.
I didn't realize Justin was that young.
Well, I know that crew chief very well.
It doesn't seem like Justin's been on. Doesn't seem like that. It got it.
By just leaving it like it left the shop in case it got hot. Or when the cars move around on the bumps and things shift around, you just never know if something might move. So. This is the first time Justin Haley has been on the racetrack.
Well, there's other sides of that theory, and we saw some of those.
I think most people in here know that, but for those that are not familiar with the qualifying format, 2 rounds. The 10 fastest cars in this first round will go to the second round. That second round will determine the front row. Every other position will be determined by the dual races tomorrow night. Also, Cody dropped the Discord link in there. If you guys ever want to join in on something, if I'm not able to stream, check out Discord, because I'm sure somebody in my Discord will be streaming it. So.
And in order to do that, you have to tie that down with the shocks, and you see where all the bumps are as that car bounces around.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's what it's. Discord is meant to be the backup, but it's also just a place where you guys can hang out too, you know. So.
Well, not just racing suit, but Rodney's wearing the same suit, and so are all the crew members.
Yikes.
Unsure.
It's the first round down. So I think it's what I was looking at it. I think it was 45 cars.
Here's Ricky Stenhouse in the
running.
for the team formerly known as JTG Doherty is now Hayek Motorsports.
Somebody have to correct me if I'm wrong. I know Hamill's in the one chat, which if you guys are streaming my coverage of it.
Because when he went through the trial, that splitter just barely hung on the apron, and when it does that,
You have to let me know.
Pull it to the left.
Quite violently, too.
Scares the heck out of him.
Always fun to watch on these super.
Yeah, 45. That's what I thought it was 45.
Always at the front.
So we're gonna have 4 cars not make it. 2 lock in tonight on speed. So
No doubt that you can't.
the other 2 will come from the dual races.
Super speedway racing, he's had a lot of success on these styles of tracks.
And his confidence. I mean, he's very confident on them. I think it goes a long ways. Confident in his decisions, not only his but his spotter.
50.14.
Well, we get 2 locked in on speed no matter what, though.
Like Haley completed
That's the difference.
Chilliwack Nationals in January.
I think 40 if he makes it.
Second-generation driver from
What you guys are saying, because that new provisional they added this year.
Daytona 11.0. That is the best of all active drivers.
Gosh, that scares me.
Same
It scares me when they get on the apron like that, because these cars will turn around really quick when it grabs that left front.
Especially when they're rigid, like in this qualifying trim.
And from qualifying trim to the race, they will make some adjustments on their car, but it won't be many. I mean, you're gonna want.
I don't think he's gonna miss Bumble.
And have as much speed as possible in these cars in order to race fast.
And welcome to those of you who've been watching the St. John's Villanova game on FS1. We are qualifying for the Daytona 500. Justin Haley, Ricky Stenhouse in Chevrolets have completed.
Must be the song.
This is John underneath.
I can see.
The Dollar Tree Toyota.
Oh yeah, it is the song.
And he is second fastest so far. Here's Jamie Little.
Well, how about this moment for
The song's loud.
trying to put his first ever entry in the Cup car in the Daytona 500.
It's the song is real loud, Bumble. I have it at the normal volume. I have it. It's just the song itself is loud. Qualifying's always been on. Well, in the last few years, has been on FS1. It's on FS. They just put it back, I think, on the FS1. So.
We're having a great time. It's been a great day. Got a good wheelman behind there and a beautiful looking.
Somebody circle that. Somebody circle that the interval.
Michael McDowell, who last year started on the outside pole in the 500, but in the offseason he and
Look at that. McDowell up by 2/10 on Haley. 2/10 up on his teammate, maybe more.
McDowell, the Daytona 500 winner in 2021.
Looking to throw a strike right here to
49.551 or 571. Jeez.
Who moves to Front Row Motorsports.
It should be back on FS1 now, Spence, if you have it.
16 years a NASCAR car sponsor. Now back on the number 4.
They just switched it over. I know because they just changed the graphic here, went from FS2 to FS1, so I'm on the actual Fox Sports app.
Well, Mike Chase Elliott already a winner on this new season at the Clash a couple of weeks ago, but now it's for points. We got qualifying first for the Daytona 500. 2 times, Chase, you have sat on the pole for this race. What's it going to take to make a third one tonight?
Well, hopefully our Napa Chevy is, as good as it was a couple weeks ago, at least for sure. So we'll see.
Gregson not too far off of McDowell.
Unique qualifying experience and kind of different than anything else we do. So I think the big thing is just everybody at Hendrick Motorsports puts a lot of effort in over the winter. This is a big deal to our company and to all our teammates back home. Across the board, but certainly the engine shop. A lot of credit goes to those
Qualifying on Fox. I don't think it's been on Fox for
all winter and all season. So we'd love to.
I think 09, 10 might have been the last year of it.
On the front row, for them. I think this is always a great opportunity to kind of showcase the people at home in these cars to kick the year off. So hopefully we can do that.
Well, I appreciate you hanging around, man.
Jackson's Rush Truck Center's Ford, second fastest. And that'll bring up Zane Smith in the Speedy Cash Ford. This is also a Front Row Motorsports entry.
So it was 2010. I thought it was 09 was the last year of it.
Motorsports last year, and now moves over to Ford.
Yeah, and these cars have been really fast on super speedways and in qualifying, so it's not a surprise to see him tracking in front of Michael McDowell.
He's tracking ahead of him.
Has done a great job with their super speedway program.
Then again, this was the organization, granted not the team. It was the 34 that was on the outside of the front row last year, but Zane looking pretty good here on lap 2. Probably going to break into the... no, it's going to be... no, it might break into the 4s.
Strong lap, top of the board, 49.50.
Nope, 5:05, just shy.
Ford in first and third, Chevrolet in second. Out of the first six.
MTJ.
Martin Truex Jr. with the familiar Bass Pro Shops on his Toyota. New number 56 for the 2017 champ, who is going to run the Daytona 500 and maybe a few other races throughout the season. He's reunited with Canadian Cole Perrin, his championship-winning crew chief, for this Daytona 500 run.
Yeah,
Pole sitter here from 2009. Or was it front row in 09? No, I think it was front row in 09.
On time.
No, it was pole sitter. It was pole sitter in 09.
2 spots will lock in tonight, as Kevin pointed out, and then 1 will lock in.
Yeah, he's about a car and a half. Maybe a car and a half off of Zane right now.
And you see Martin's car is just, as I would think that the Toyotas would be, just a little bit off of the single car qualifying pace compared to the Fords and like some of those Chevrolets that have been fast notoriously through the years.
Yeah, I couldn't remember who was the actual pole sitter for a second there at Hamill. So.
That first lap, to your point, what you said right there, he was as competitive as anybody.
Truex, third fastest, 49.64. Here is Anthony Alfredo from Richfield, Connecticut.
Yep.
Beard Motorsports, that small team out of Michigan that runs a handful of events last year. He made the 500 on speed.
I need to know where they're at here. They run it out of Michigan, but I'm not sure where they're at. I don't think I've ever heard where they're
It's not one of the chartered
at.
cars that runs the entire season. Eric Jones.
No, because Alfredo's on his second lap. That's why. I think we're going to break the 4s. I didn't see what the single car practice laps run, but the fact that Smith ran a 5:04.
You still got one more gear to grab. You hear him shift a lot earlier on that 5th gear.
I think we can get into the 4s.
We'll have a different strategy as
3's maybe a stretch.
Alfredo 7th of 8 with a lap of 50.09.
Yeah, and you see how bumpy that.
You think we're gonna get into the 3s? How about a 2?
Eric Jones take off right there, getting out of the
As we get to 2.
hopping around, and it is so violent as a driver. I'm glad we could hear that and have that video inside the car at launch, because it's so important to get the rear tires hooked up and get that car launched out without a bunch of wheel spin. You heard him lug the car.
They got locked out last year.
Starts the
Logano and McDowell were in the front row last year, so.
Jones in the Advent Health Toyota finished 3rd for Joe Gibbs Racing in 500.
Not yet, Axel.
19. Got his first Cup win here in July of 2018 at Daytona.
Yeah, and you see his hand up in front of the window net right there, trying to block that air, and that's, maybe 1 or 2 counts of drag, and the crew chiefs will tell you that you need to put your hand up there, you need to do this. I always thought it was better to keep my hands on the wheels so I could get closer to the line. I felt like the steering wheel didn't bounce around as much, and I could have...
Ford normally has good race cars, Jason. Qualifying, it's a little more even between Ford and Chevrolet. Toyota's the one that seems to usually struggle when it comes to single car runs. They race good, but they normally don't qualify very good.
Here we go. Junior Motorsports, Justin Allgaier, Xfinity Series champ from Riverton, Illinois.
The defending Xfinity Series champ.
Talking about it, their first entry in the NASCAR Cup Series.
Well, let's see how it goes.
With this number 40 Traveler Whiskey Chevrolet.
Well, it's so fun to see Dale Jr. and Kelly on pit road. They put so much effort into the Xfinity series and the things that they have
bouncing a little bit down through 1 and 2.
And now Junior Motorsports, make an attempt to make the Daytona 500, and you can tell how special it is because Dale got up early this morning.
Yeah, unheard of. Right?
Yeah.
6 a.m.
Crew chief on this car, Greg Ives, has 2 Daytona 500 poles with Alex Bowman, so you know.
Yeah, let's see what kind of lap it runs.
And power from Hendrick engines.
They didn't have the tracker on it, surprisingly.
6th for Allgaier.
863 puts him just behind Haley. That's not gonna. I don't know if that's gonna lock in. Have to race.
Now here's Jimmy Johnson and the Carvana Toyota from Legacy Motor Club, a team in which he is now principal owner. The 7-time NASCAR champion is in the unenviable position of being one of the open cars that does not run the entire schedule under the charter system, so he will have to qualify for this race either tonight on time
6 minutes off.
or tomorrow night in the duel. Helio Castroneves getting ready to launch here.
Hey, look, it's 2 drivers that have Indy 500 starts. Well, right now, Truex might be in a good position to lock his way in, be one of the 2 fastest. Personally, if you would have asked me before the night started, Truex and Helio were the 2 I think would get in on speed. After that, I think it's a toss-up.
Yeah, and for me, it sounds like a lot of really short shifts right there. I think as he'll go back and look at this, he'll want to.
Johnson's second quickest of the Go-Go homers.
783. But as he goes back and looks at that launch, he's going to see it was a little conservative taking off, and I think all those shifts were a little short on running the RPM out.
So here is Castroneves, the 4-time Indianapolis 500 winner from Sao Paulo, Brazil for Trackhouse Racing. Darian Grubb has won the 500 as a crew chief. He's calling the shots here for Castroneves, who's also a 3-time Rolex 24-hour overall winner.
He was one on some of the biggest stages. But really, we're not comparing him to that. You're comparing him to Johnson right now.
Truex and Johnson, are in the positions to qualify for the 500 on time tonight. Castroneves trying to break in there, as only 2 will be locked in out of those open cars.
Let's see.
And I think when you look at all that and we talk about that process, I mean, it looks easy, but it is not easy if you haven't done it before. And I think if he went back and did that again, I think it would be probably different once they look at all the data.
Castroneves is 10th.
Wow, he's down actually below Allgaier. That's kind of surprising. I would have thought that Trackhouse car would have had a little more speed.
Switch over to FS1 during the break for our continuation of Daytona 500 qualifying.
It's Ram Truck Month. Hurry in for great deals on the trucks built to get more out of them. Get more power with the 540 horsepower Hurricane engine. Get more technology.
Depends on how many more are to go for it. I don't know who the rest of the Go Home cars are. Hamill, I know you're in there. You can throw it up for me. I know that I saw the practice sheet earlier, but I can't. It's
2025 Ram 1500 trucks. See your local Ram dealer today.
Since we started Fetch, America's rewards app, we've helped people earn over $1 billion in Fetch points. Our next mission is to help people earn $1 billion in Fetch.
Yeah, I think Johnson might be safe. I think Truex and Johnson might be your fast too.
What's the catch? There is no catch. You literally get free gift cards for scanning receipts, playing games, or doing your shopping. Thank you so much. Download the Fetch app today. Get $10 back in points when you spend $30 on select General Mills products.
It happened. We got the house! We did!
Unless,
1,000 miles away. We do long distance moves every day.
Unless...
With pods, you don't have to worry about the driving. And that's not all.
Unless we see a surprise. Which, again...
Also might want more
I think the best thing I ever saw was that, was that video that recapped the qualifying races. You never know.
Yeah, you did. storage team.
Pick 2 of Arby's beef and cheddar and crispy fish sandwiches for $6.99. It's surf and turf, reef and beef, the old bovine and brine, sea milk and land cookies, the old Arby's. We have the meat.
A natural diamond for every milestone and every moment that makes us, us. Don't miss the savings. Shop the Valentine's Day sale, only at K.
Nature's Bounty.
What,
Bones are 4 times as strong as concrete.
which manufacturer is Smith
Nature's
driving
Bounty
for?
supplements your bones
Chevrolet?
with high absorption magnesium. It's in your nature to stand strong.
I know it's the 66, but
It's in your nature.
those back markers change their manufacturer so many times that it's hard for me sometimes to keep track of what manufacturer they are. I don't know. I don't know.
With more cushiony softness. Enjoy the go with Sharp.
I honestly don't know. He could race his way in, depending.
Qualifying for the Daytona 500. The front row for Sunday's race will be set tonight. Won 3 times by Denny Hamlin, wearing new colors for his Joe Gibbs Toyota. Shane Van Gisbergen, rookie in the NASCAR Cup Series for 2025.
I don't know Chandler Smith's where he's at, Coop. I honestly don't know because Smith's been moved around, so it's hard for me to know where he currently is.
Since 2023, he finished 4th in the Cup race here last August. The number 51.
Well, we haven't seen.
Jacob Construction Ford.
That does bring up an interesting question. Who was the last back-to-back pole sitter prior to, I think, Bowman?
So far, Martin Truex and Jimmy Johnson.
Because I don't know offhand that one.
Are in position to lock in to the 500 tonight, but there are still 4 open cars to qualify that could knock either or both of them out of that perch. BJ McLeod, JJ Yaley, Corey LaJoie, and Chandler Smith. Ware is one of the 36 drivers that is locked into the field through the NASCAR charter system.
Well, we're really starting to
That's
see
a Rick Ware car.
Pace, and the pole last year was, I believe, a 49, and then right now we're 49.50. So we got a lot of hitters left.
Well, Kevin said 49. Yeah, 49.46 was the pole time last year, so I don't know. I love the color scheme they chose for this car. I watched it at the Clash.
The Haas factory team Ford. Remember, Stuart Haas was a 4-car team last year. 3 of those charters have been sold off. But Gene Haas, now without partner Tony Stewart, decided to keep 1 charter and run a single-car Cup team and also run an Xfinity Series team. And Xfinity champ and 2020 Cup Rookie of the Year, Cole Custer.
Oh, look at Custer. Well, no, they're comparing him to the bubble. Jeez, I was just going to say they're comparing him to the bubble now.
But when it's off, it's not going to be because of the driver. I think it's going to be interesting to see them progress through the year. And I think
That's quicker than the bubble would put him at a 49.9 roughly. Maybe an 8.
Impressed me. He's aggressive. He's actually fun to watch. A lot of fun to watch.
Say a 49.8.
During the off-season,
Maybe a 7.
the last ever race to be held at the famed Irwindale Speedway in California back in December.
83.
For Custer, you see the cutoff line after 10, because the 10 fastest overall will advance to the final round. Excuse me, to set the front row.
Kevin, give my man some water.
Carson Isidore out of Fort Michigan.
Carson.
Back with crew chief Luke Lambert. This was your Sunoco Rookie of the Year for 2024.
Yeah, and I think Carson's going to have. I think he's going to progress as much as anybody this year. I think as you.
Well, his 2 teammates right now are 2nd quick and 6th quick, so you can expect the Hocevar to probably fall right between McDowell and Haley.
Well, Elio Castroneva's first ever day in a Cup car, your first time qualifying.
I wouldn't guarantee that one.
What could you have done better?
Yeah, so I thought the launch was pretty good because they were really focused on that. I hit the marks that I needed.
Because we had one in 22, and prior to that, the last flip in the 500, I believe, would have been Newman in 03. No, Wimmer in 05. Wimmer in 05. So there's been a good big gap between flips on the 500.
Really good in the race, so hopefully that's the case. I'm going to think about that, positive. But yeah, no, it was not what we were expecting. But in the end of the day, we just...
Newman.
You got to keep working.
That was that same driver, actually, then. Between, Burton's was the most recent. But yeah, it's the same driver.
I love that.
Same driver then. Newman in 03 and 2020 then.
I think that,
After
I
Burton's.
think they're going to help him a lot when he goes back and realizes, you know, just everything, all the little things that stack up. And he could just go get a Frosty and probably feel better about it.
So here is Austin Dillon, who was pole sitter for the 500 back in 2014, driving for his granddad, Richard Childress Racing.
Oh, he's got three.
Richard Boswell is the
Dylan's flirting up there. He's going to be up there, top 3 maybe.
He's trying to break into the top 10 and
Does. Damn. 49-48. I didn't expect that one. Didn't expect that one. Hello, Austin.
Put a lot of effort in, but I've heard it a lot from Richard Childress, and I know you have too. There's a lot of effort that goes into this race.
Yeah, he's only 200ths off the pole time from last year. Interesting to see what Kyle does and what Busch does with Austin running that lap.
It was a charter team last year, and they sold their charter. There quite a few charters changed hands late season and.
That's what I'm saying. I'm interested to see what Busch does if Austin at that speed. Oh no, he's not.
This is the Hitch Go Chevrolet.
I'm loving having all these open cars.
He might be either slowest or second slowest.
The nerve-wracking stuff that you just heard Elio Castroneves right at Daytona.
Comparing the interval to the bubble.
Accolades that he has, he's completely nervous moving into tomorrow night.
Cloud 16th with a 50-62.
May I have one more open car?
Not really knowing how it all works because there's a lot of things that go into
Yeah, we had only one more open car.
Work out, and having those open cars in the race tomorrow is going to be fun.
Well, the easy way out's obviously timing in tonight, but
Thought they had 8 cars, so.
Brian Priest from Berlin, Connecticut, with a new team this year. Roush Fenway Kozlowski Racing. Derek Finley is the crew chief. After 2 years at Stewart Haas, Priest moves over to.
No, pit stalls for 50.
Submarines.com Ford for the former modified champ.
So the bubble's at 865. He's up 2/10 on that. Well, I don't know. Look at this. Look at this run. Priest might go to the top of the board here, guys. Yeah, I think Priest might go to the top of the chart. Yeah, he's going to the top of the chart. He's going to the top of the chart. This is a pole. This is top of the chart. Probably a 3, maybe a 2. 35. Nice run. 49-35.
18 of 45 cars have taken the green and checkered flag at Daytona 500 qualifying.
18 of 45 down. 27 to go.
This is the story of the one.
And we still have second round too, so.
A late night and work stalled to a halt. Thankfully, he has the experience to handle whatever comes his way and has Grainger on his side, offering access to technical product specialists and the scale to deliver fast, so he can keep his business in gear and always moving forward. Call, click Grainger.
Somebody double check this for me, because I'm sure somebody will as soon as I say it.
When my doctor gave me Breztri for my
But I
I
believe
noticed things changed.
Has Roush ever won a pole at Daytona?
Res Street won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. It is not.
Because I can't recall myself them ever winning one.
Before taking it, don't take Res Street more than prescribed. Res Street may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis.
I don't think Mark ever did.
Chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye.
Burton may. I know Burton won the July race at Daytona in 2000, but I don't think he won the pole.
We got Team 2311, owned by this guy, and three-time Daytona winner Denny Hamlin.
Kenseth won the 500 twice, but I don't remember him ever sitting on the pole.
Yeah, Super Bowl winning head coach Joe Gibbs, and they both share the track with Legacy Motor Club, co-owned by seven-time Cup champ Jimmy Johnson. 3 epic teams, 4 legendary owners, all going after 1 cup. Now you're up to speed. You in?
You know what? No, Biffle did. What year did Carl win the pole then? Because Greg, that's right, Greg did in 04 and they had to go to the backup car and he had to go to the back. So. No, I did not.
Now she's mocking me. Very mature.
Hey, that's enough, you two.
Hey, I'm not the one acting like a total baby.
She's 2.
Only pay for what you need.
The Biffle one I knew because that was the year he went to the backup car and he had to start at the back, so really the front row was Junior and Sadler.
Build yours starting at $24.99. No one outpaces the hype.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick.
I'm just trying to remember too, because I know the other stat I need to keep remembering too is the last pole sitter to win the 500.
FS1 presented by Toyota. J.J. Yaley, the Green River Whiskey, Chevrolet, 195105, and Corey LaJoy in the .01, the 1 cent.
And Corey ran, yeah. So I think that's it.
His Take 5 oil change, Duramax Ford.
I just told you no, Sonic. I didn't.
Did you see that car bounce on the apron? You do not want to ride on the apron if you don't have to, because these cars are so rough. It looked like the front tires came off the ground.
All right, here is Todd Gilliland.
Now this is the car that sat on the front row last year.
Michael McDowell's had great qualifying success.
Okay, so Chandler is the last one to go. So yeah, that would lock Truex in then.
His dad won the pole for the 500 in 2007.
Yeah, gonna be up there, but not enough to get the top spot right now.
For Gilliland, 49.53.
All 3 of the front row cars are up there though. 34, 38, and 4.
Left to run. Truex is locked in.
AJ.
AJ Allmendinger back.
No, I didn't watch any of it, Sonic.
He's with Paulick Racing. Crew Chief Trent Owens.
Look at him bouncing that car.
He has finished top 10 his last 4 Daytona 500.
I want to take you back to practice this morning. I was explaining that Cole Pern was crew chief on that car, number 56, Kevin. Do you remember that conversation?
I do.
Faster than Custer to try to make that top 10.
Bounce around on the inside of this car.
It's pretty violent.
My goodness.
What a ride.
The Celsius Energy Drink Chevrolet trying to break into the top 10 here.
Didn't watch a single second of it. I wasn't interested in it. Not even the commercials.
In real time to the 10th place car.
The commercials you can actually go watch later too. You can look them up and watch them. The good ones, no less.
Sixth fastest, 49.61.
I see all those guys bounce around like that, and I want to reach in there and pull their belts tighter or something.
Bubba Wallace looking on among the big names that are yet to run their qualifying lap. Next up, Ty Dillon. Austin Dillon's younger brother. Andrew Dickinson, the crew chief for
the fact I'm 2 years older than Ty Dillon. This makes me feel old.
Season in Cup racing since 2023 for Ty. 3 of his 7 top 10s have come here at Daytona.
I think 2022 we've had run so far.
He's got speed.
Yeah, and as this field goes, you know, there's just it's car after car that's capable of knocking
Ty's
the next guy
Ty's
out.
putting a run together. I don't think he's gonna be at the top though.
But you look at that lap by Ryan Preece, that's a
Might be second
big lap.
quick.
That's a really good lap.
Second or third maybe. Second. 49-46.
23 drivers have run so
Aww.
far. Look at these big names who are yet to qualify.
Tell her I hope she feels better, Bumble.
Tonight on FS1.
Y'all see this? Patrick Mahomes is saying goodbye. People was tripping.
Where are you going?
He was actually saying goodbye to his old phone.
I'm switching to the amazing new iPhone 16 to T-Mobile.
No, there's just been a couple cars that just have had good runs, Tristan. I mean, yeah, the track is getting cooler, but a lot of it is the fact that it's just we're getting some quicker cars now.
Versus the other big guys. What it did. Y'all giving it away too fast. T-Mobile, slow down. Da 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 da.
Refresh your energy.
Actually, Ty second, John. Second, not third.
And proven ingredients.
Right now, your top three quickest are Preece, Ty, and Austin.
What do you got there, Larry? Time machine? You gonna go back and see how the pyramids were built or something? Nope. Ellen and I want to go on vacation, so I'm gonna go back to last week and buy a winning lottery ticket. Can I come? Only room for one.
How am I getting home?
Sitting on my lap like last time, Ronald.
Fine, but I'm bringing this.
All right.
Or you could try one of these savings options.
The right money moves aren't as far-fetched as you think.
There it is. See? Told you it's gonna all work out. Thanks, future me.
Beef that's slow roasted. Fish that is slow too. Slower than the boat anyway.
Well, what you see is you find a group of people, and you convince them to get more people sign up, and you get a bunch of people and convince them to sign up.
Saturday on Fox Primetime Hoops. Michigan State looks to solidify themselves as one of the Big Ten's best in a conference clash against Illinois.
I don't know, the streak got ended last year, so we'll see. Somebody just ran 7th, I think. Here, Mike Joyce say 7th.
Daytona tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern on FS1 to set the lineup and the qualifiers for the Great American Race. Don't miss it. Here in Daytona 500 qualifying, 23 drivers have been
23.
on the track.
So we're basically halfway.
Fifth driver. We will transition because although the qualifying order was set by a random draw, the final 20 positions are reserved for the top 20 in last year's point standings. Jimmy Johnson hoping he's going to lock into one of those spots here. After
Riley
four
Herbst.
drivers. Here's Riley Herbst. Now he is locked into the field. The rookie candidate for 2311 Racing, which expands to a 3-car.
And also, no rookie stripes this year, too. They got rid of the rookie stripes.
He and Shane Van Gisbergen will duel it out for Rookie of the Year. Herbst in the Monster Energy Zero Sugar Toyota.
The SVG has about double the cup starts that Herbst does.
And Riley, fortunate to have a lot of experience from not only his teammates but also his team owner.
Larry, at the top of the show, I made a comment. These Toyotas have never been.
I don't know.
Didn't show much speed. Best start last year was what, 22nd, I think, with Eric Jones. It's kind of surprised me a little bit. Truex has locked himself in. Johnson showing some speed. I want to interested.
Herbst flirting with the bubble right now.
Yeah, and we've got Chandler Smith. That'll be the next car to take.
Yeah, he had it. He had it going into. That's still bouncing around.
Jimmy Johnson. That's going to be big for Toyota. Last year coming down here.
It's gonna be close. He might have it by just a little bit. Yeah, he's. Oh, it's gonna be close.
Riley Herbst across the stripe. He is.
He did it.
That bumps Jimmy Jimmy Johnson out of the top 10.
Takes the bubble from Johnson.
Johnson's mission is to make the race. And we'll see if he locks in right
This
now,
is it. Last score, go home car to go.
Team 66, the Carl Long Motorsports Business Management Team, is the final open car to qualify. This is the Quick Tie 4. Smith was full-time in trucks this
Well, I mean,
3 wins in the Xfinity Series, 5 in
I hate to say this,
and he's looking to make his
but they are completely unnecessary. They're really... Why?
in practice this morning. They were 40th on the speed chart until they got up in the draft with 3 fast Toyotas and jumped to
Yeah, he's not going to do it.
6 on the speed chart.
Truex and Johnson will lock in.
See that number growing in the red box at the bottom right of the screen, which means that Jimmy Johnson will lock into the Great American Race.
Yeah, and that's a great relief for Jimmy after everything that he went through last year and all the
last year's
will be able to come off the shoulder of that
stress.
As they go into tonight and into tomorrow, they can really start to work on their race car to put themselves in a great position for Sunday.
22nd for Chandler Smith. Jamie.
I know it hasn't been too easy. You did it, Jimmy. You locked yourself in the Daytona 500. You see the relief. I'm like, what? What are the emotions like knowing you're in that situation?
Well, I don't care about contingents, Jacob, and you already know my opinion on the other, so...
Evolution we've been on through the end of 24 to now, so very excited. Thankful to have Carvana on board. Shaq, we're in the big show, buddy. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I'm thrilled. Congratulations. Thank you. Regan?
Well, Jamie, another former NASCAR champion, Martin Truex Jr., you are going to start the Daytona 500.
All right, let's see where we run.
Smiles down here. How much of a relief is it to not have to go race your way in the duels tomorrow?
I'd like to make that top 10.
You know, you never know what can happen in the duels. That you get crazy, something on pit road get you in trouble or whatever. So great job by all the guys. You know, they worked their butts off on this car, and they were sweating all afternoon, and you know, luckily we were able to put a good lap in. So thanks to Johnny and Bass Pro and everybody there for helping us put this deal together. All the guys at Tricon and also JGR.
Looks like Ryan's going to make the top 10.
It's a big deal for them. Both
I'm not comfortable with that, though.
So big night for them, and hopefully we'll have some fun the rest of the week.
Nice job tonight.
Currently in the top 10, but I don't know if a 6 is going to hold. Especially a mid-6.
In the Menards Peak Antifreeze Ford, and Blaney is 8th fastest.
I was expecting a little bit more out of that 12 car. You
100%.
Yep.
Yeah. Caught me off guard.
There's your locked-in car, or the cars.
The 2 champs locked in.
9.
The 9 cars racing for 4 spots.
To get into the Daytona 500, Truex and Johnson are guaranteed in the race on time. Everybody else will have to try
Tyler Reddick
to in here tomorrow night on FS1. Tyler Reddick from Corning, California for 2311 Racing and crew chief.
What do you mean what happened to Bubba Wallace?
Started 3rd in last year's 500 and finished a Cup best 4th in points last year after being the regular season champ.
Yeah, and they earned that starting spot last year by having.
Well, he'd be the 3rd driver to win a Daytona 500 and Indy 500, Sonic.
Then they qualified. Tyler's going to be a little bit outside of the top 10 tonight.
AJ Foyt, Mario Andretti are the only other 2 that have done it.
Nasty Beast Toyota.
Reddick just misses the top 10.
We're going to make Clint say that.
He can certainly be a nasty beast behind the wheel. He might be short, little tiny guy, but I'm telling you, that guy is a beast behind the wheel.
Here's the one I might want to watch. Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin in the
3-time.
relief Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. 3-time Daytona 500 winner. Here's your Toyota driver profile. Only Toyota driver to win the 500. He's done it 3 times. 8 top 5 finishes here in the last 13 500s. 54 career wins, 12th on the all-time list.
Saw him post after the game the other night. One of his buddies was pouting, fellow Chiefs fan. You could see that Daytona 500 car in his living room. That's pretty. That's a big flex.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
3-time winner.
One of my buddies was pouting too after that game. Not going to mention any names, but he's not very far from me currently.
All right, Hamlin's going to break his way into the top 10. And join
I don't. If he keeps running like he does with JGR, I just don't see him leaving JGR right now. I mean, the way they're running, I don't see why he would. Chase has won 500 pole here his rookie year.
With 5 different drivers, and they've swept the front row here 9 different times.
So they do okay.
But do they change their motto or their
Well,
approach?
when you win, Axel, that definitely helps. You win races, it gives your team exposure.
But I know one thing. After watching these Napa colors for so many years and seeing Hornaday
Flirt with making that top 10.
driving the car, it just looks good in blue, Clint. Like that's Napa blue. Napa blue it's the way it's supposed to be.
I was talking to him down in New Orleans, and I asked him that same thing. I said, man, it's
Not
just
quite a
weird.
full 10th on the bubble.
White at the Bowman Gray Stadium. He said, don't worry about it, bud. Blue's back for the Daytona.
In 2016, Chase was the youngest
Yeah,
ever.
not quite a full 10th.
Age 20.
But a 53.8.
Regan.
Third fastest Chevrolet. Ty and Austin have been quicker.
I don't know. You're not asking the right person. I'm not really sure. For us, I feel like the driver's like 10% of the equation when it comes to super speedrun qualifying. It's really about the team and their prep and everything that they do. So I have a small piece of the puzzle on this one, but I think we had a good show of Pensacola Mustang. It seemed fine in practice, but even then it's hard to say because there's so much dirty air in practice if you don't get a clean run or not. It's hard
Interesting to see what Brad runs here, given the lap that Priest ran.
Good luck doing that.
All right, Brad Keselowski on track, and Larry McReynolds, probably nobody was happier to have that practice this morning than Brad Keselowski's team.
Well, I think RFK racing across the board, Mike, because
They look quicker. It looks like he's going to be quicker than Ryan.
both had a seal that failed in the back of the power steering pump. They had to change those pumps, and just as a
Yeah,
precautionary,
I think Brad's going to be in the top 10 currently. That's going to knock Blaney out.
Glad they got practice because otherwise it would have probably showed up here in qualifying.
So the Kroger Cottonelle Ford for the 2012 Cup champ Keselowski from Michigan, 8th fastest.
Here is SVG.
From New Zealand, Shane Van Gisbergen, rookie candidate for Trackhouse Racing, 3-time supercar champion with 81 victories in that series, and a 3-time Bathurst 1000 winner.
Again, somebody correct me on this. I believe the last time the 88 ran here was Bowman on the pole.
In the field and I love Trackhouse.
So cool.
Last time the 88 was ran in the Cup Series here.
Won at Chicago last year in his Cup debut, and this year.
But he's off his teammate at the moment.
Chevrolet for Van Gisbergen.
Neat guy, Kevin. Great personality.
Not going to make the top 10.
What I really like about Shane is he's just
About a 10th off of AJ.
He's absorbing everything, but he also has been around racing long enough to really understand I need to adapt that to my style, and I know what he's saying, but I like to do it this way. And he's okay with listening, but also doing things.
There's Ross.
17th for Van Gisbergen.
Just slightly slower than Johnson.
20 cars are teams that finished in the top 20.
Is AJ not considered a Trackhouse car?
In 2024, including Kyle Larson.
Here is Larson,
And Clip Daniels, the crew chief for him.
who's not had a lot of luck at dates when it comes to the 500.
Last year led everybody in the Cup Series. This is the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet.
Luck's gotta change, doesn't it, Kevin?
Oh, and he is right on top of that bubble.
Look at how many years you've gone through this race, and you didn't see Tony Stewart in victory lane, you didn't see Mark Martin in victory lane, and you just it's a hard
Oh, Colleague, okay. Oh yeah, that's right. I got to remember, Colleague and Trackhouse are different. Why am I thinking of the same entity? Yeah, hi, Kevin. I didn't know you had a Twitch name.
So there's always things happening at the Daytona 500.
I don't think
Larson's gonna jump his way in.
Oh, I agree.
Larry? Yeah, what you might expand on this, Clinton, Kevin, is Kyle
Fifth
Larson
quickest.
did the same thing that Ryan Priest did leaving pit road. They let off the throttle to go from first to second, but from second to third to fourth to fifth, they did the no
Well,
shift. That's what Priest did. That's what Larson just did.
a lot. Well, trust me, we get a couple races of the year, I'll get it right. But right now it's tough because, you know, this is after the change. You know, SVG going full time this year, and
Daytona in 2023 in the fall race. Finished top 10 in 3 of his last 4 starts at this track.
well, keep in mind though, this is not the run for the pole. We still have the we got to get the 10 cars that'll run for the pole first. So right now you just need to run quick enough to get into the top 10 to have a chance at the pole. So
How close our cars qualified together. I always thought that was a good meter for the teams to see how organized you were in the shop by all the details and how.
well, Brad is currently in. Priest obviously top of the board. Can Busher leap his way in? Not gonna do it.
Missed it by that much. 2/1000ths of a second to Michael McDowell.
McDowell is currently on the bubble.
There's Ryan Preece, who is fastest so far. 12 cars.
Daniel Suarez.
Daniel Suarez for Team Trackhouse. And Matt.
Oh, he's someone I know, Bumble. Let's just put it that way. This is the first time I've seen you in my Discord chat, Kev.
That sentence I was going to say.
What?
We're going to be in that final 10. I better get myself ready.
Well, that's a good feeling because you never really know until you unload these things and put them on the racetrack.
Well, it's still not safe that McDowell's going to end up making it either. And we still got Bowman to run, Bush, who we'll have to see how his speed compares to his teammates. Or his teammate, Christopher Bell. There's no guarantee that McDowell's going to stay on the bubble here. He's going to stay here for Suarez's run, but... No, I said Twitch. I said Twitch. Said I don't normally... I've never seen him in the Twitch chat, so...
11 drivers to go, and they're all big names you know. In Daytona 500 qualifying.
That's okay, Kev. You're always welcome in here.
This is Joseph Newgarden. Joseph was conceived to win races.
Well, you're going to have to clip it then, because I could have sworn I said Twitch.
This is his wife, his Tuesdays, his hand-eye coordination. He doesn't believe in magic, but on Sundays, Joseph flies. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Guys, stop dressing like this. Dress like this. This is the perfect polo for any occasion, and the comfort and stretch are unmatched. The super firm semi-spread collar adds a touch of sophistication and class, but still gives you that everyday comfort with the relaxed fit. Easily elevate the look by throwing on one of Collars & Co.'s sweaters, and because of the design of the polo, it'll look as if you're wearing a dress shirt underneath. Head over to Collars & Co. now to elevate your style and comfort. Use code TV for 20% off site-wide at collarsandco.com.
Today, where you work isn't as important as how you work. If you're sitting too much, there is a better way. That's why we created the original Veridesk. It lets people all over the world work happier and healthier. Our newest desks are designed for comfort. They assemble in minutes, and they're guaranteed to last a lifetime. So invest in the best.
Maybe. It depends on what time they... Obviously, I'm doing all the Cup races this year again, so it depends on when they air. I may do 1 or 2. Obviously, I'm going to do the Indy 500 for sure, like I've done the last couple of years.
When we collect, we aren't just keeping things.
I don't know if I'll do any more
Visions.
any of the IndyCar races.
Did you find my old GTO?
Happy birthday, Dad.
I can't believe it.
We keep what drives us. It captured our hearts and shaped our lives. We are not just collectors. We are all drivers.
Well, that's okay. As long as if you clipped it, it'll show up in my clips. Jacob, I don't need the link. I can go. I'll go look at it once the stream's over.
All the parts you need, guaranteed to fit.
I couldn't do a long one like that, Bumble.
You can get a son of
for just 3
Yeah, I remember what
Wait,
was it, last year I fell asleep on the Daytona stream?
Look at the warm
Last year or the year before?
Is $3. Thank you. For bacon that just won't quit, gotta be Wendy's.
Speed Week rolls on in Daytona with the NASCAR Cup Series, Craftsman Truck Series, Xfinity Series, and ARCA Menard Series on track this week, culminating in the 67th running of the Daytona 500 this Sunday on Fox. Check your local listings or go to NASCAR.
Yeah, see, I'd like it if they do that every week. Would be nice. So people can keep track of where you got to be.
Including 3-time Daytona 500 pole sitter Alex Bowman for Hendrick Motorsports. Blake Harris, the crew chief.
Yeah.
6 front row starts.
Can Bowman make the top 10 to have a shot to try to get yet another Daytona pole?
Fourth one would tie the record with Elliott, Buddy Baker, and Cale Yarborough. This would be big. This would not.
Well, he's got to make the top 10 first. You got to do that first.
Be the car at Hendrick Camp that gets it done.
And well,
looking at the way the
I don't like
trackers
that.
right now,
we're gonna need more speed.
It's gonna have
Yeah.
to tick the other way a little bit quicker.
I don't like it being that close. Gaining a little time down the back.
Yeah, I think last year, we saw some of that. They backed a little bit of that speed out of the cars, it seemed like, and they got a little better handling after the first year with so much speed. And
But then again, they did make the front row last year and ended up runner-ups in the actual race. So
The car with this Gen 7 car, I mean, they had the speed, but it was almost like a dart without feathers. When when the drag dropped.
going to make the top 10. Currently 7th quickest, second quickest Hendrick car.
7th fastest for Alex Bowman. 7th out of 10.
Here it is. This is the one I want to see. I'm with Clint. This is the one I want to see. Yeah, Ty and Austin, 2nd and 3rd.
Two-time Cup champion Randall Burnett, again the crew chief at Richard Childress Racing.
See what Kyle can do.
Kyle Busch, 39 years old from Las Vegas.
His 20th try in the Daytona 500.
20 years
and
trying. Does that refrain come to mind?
Just a little bit.
I've heard those words.
I don't even think he's going to make the top 10.
Kyle has spent his week over with Brexton over at the INEX Winter Nationals. The INEX Winter Nationals running legend cars. First time in 22 years.
Dang it.
Yeah, it's coming back though.
So close. Come on, green light. Here we go.
It's coming back.
And no disrespect to Brad Keselowski as they duel for this.
Can Kyle knock Brad off the bubble?
Steam at the end of that straightaway.
It'll be 9 cars to go after Kyle Busch.
9 cars after Busch. Is he going to do it? He's going to knock Brad out. Yep. Puts Chase Elliott on the bubble.
Yeah, that's right. So far, he knocked Brad Keselowski out, but there's some heavy hitters coming.
Look at the times from 2nd to 10th, Clint. A 46 to a 53.
That locks Ryan Preece into the final round.
Oh, Preece is into the final round, so now it's between Christopher Bell and Chase Elliott.
13 poles in the Gen 7 car, leads all drivers. He started.
Or actually, I should say Ty Dillon and Ty Dillon as well. Ty Dillon can lock to the final round here too.
Interstate Batteries Toyota.
I want to go back to what you
Ooh,
said.
and again, close through 1 and 2.
When we would go to Martinsville,
Watch it down the back.
like that, you'd see some lap times that tight in qualifying. Not on a
Ooh, dancing.
with launches and gear shifting and all the things that go on. Pretty wild.
You were noting the top 10 here. What do most of these drivers have?
I don't know, but I think Bell's going to knock Elliott out, but I think this is going to lock Ty Dillon to the last round. None, Sonic. Didn't see any problems during this first round. Yep. Bell will do it. And Ty Dillon locks in.
He's the fastest Toyota so far. Jamie?
Ryan Preece is one of those drivers at a new team as well for RFK. And great speed. Did it feel as fast as it was? And can you do it again in the second round?
Well, I sure hope so. It'd be great, right? But yeah, this buildsubmarines.com Ford Dark Horse Mustang is just fast. I knew in practice that we had something pretty good, and obviously when I cross the line as a driver, when you hear the pitch of the motor, and
The 2022 500 champ, Austin Cindric.
And so really proud of these guys. New team. We're gonna have our ups, we're gonna have our downs.
Right now, Blaney is 16th on the board. Cindric and Logano yet to run. Cindric looking good.
Thanks, Ryan. Bye. Thanks, Jamie. Austin Cindric for Team Penske. And crew chief Brian.
I got to back my Penske boys this year more than just Ryan, so.
His 8th Cup Series start using the discount tire Ford. Won a Gateway last year to make the playoffs.
Yeah, Cindric is going to knock Todd Gilliland out of the top 10.
None of that teeth-chattering bounce to that number 2, is there?
No,
and he locks into the final round.
Austin
puts Busch on the bubble.
Between making the car bounce too much, we saw a lot of the earlier cars just really bouncing and hucklebucking.
And that 2 car looks pretty good.
I think that the smoother you can make it ride.
The defending 500 champion, William Byron, is next. The last bullet in the Hendrick chamber. And I do not like the look at the start of that lap. That might lock, these ought to lock Austin in.
It's only fitting. That 24 cars on the racetrack
has to have flames. That's right. We had a great interview with William that'll be on the podcast coming up this week.
Look at this.
There was a big jump there.
Well, never mind.
The graphic.
Little programming glitch there. Kyle Busch trying to hold on to the 10th and final transfer spot to the final round.
Byron will not do it. He is the slowest, actually, of the Hendrick cars.
William Byron.
Single
car speed is here is Bubba.
I was going to say, I think that proves that point. I think those polls are fun, but
God, look at the times though. A 4, a 5, a 6, a 7. Somebody could literally miss the final round by 1,000th of a second.
Charles Tonight, the new crew chief for the number 23 XI Racing McDonald's Toyota. 6 top 10 finishes at Daytona.
Bubba needs some speed on the back though. I think Kyle's going to hang on here with, there'll be 5 cars to go after Bubba. So this will more than likely is going to lock. This is going to lock Bell in.
Bubba's he's a great man, new dad. I think we got to spend some time with him at the summer shootout on Legend Cars with Keelan.
Yep, this will lock Bell in.
He's just a great person, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do this year.
What a hodgepodge of those 5 cars, though. Priest, Cindric, both Dillons, and Bell. Hodgepodge. Here comes Chastain.
He looks on and concerned. He's barely holding
So either Ross or Denny will lock in after this run. And it's looking like it'll be Hamlin that locks in, and Busch possibly still on the bubble.
Intensity in Ross's eyes. Trying to do everything that he can do to keep his arm up, not bounce out of the seat, keep the wheel straight.
In last year's 500, he led at the final restart, but spun from 2nd place, sending the race to caution and the checkered flag.
Yeah, he was in position to win.
Yep.
Had a fast car. He could do it all. Push.
I honestly thought Ross was going to win that race, too.
Yeah. I don't know. Logano does a pretty good job, too.
Not as good as this guy. On a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Again, we'll see who has race pace in the duels, but single car speed right now. Well, 4 to go. And here is probably the biggest bullet in the chamber.
And
the defending pole sitter, and defending series champ.
One of the longest running combinations in this sport. Those two. Michelle Pennzoil Ford for the 2015 Daytona 500 winner.
And right now, looking to the good over Busch.
Driver so far to win the 500 pole for Roger Penske.
I actually kind of like that paint scheme on Joey's.
Three-time Cup champ.
Yeah, and the thing that these guys do, and we saw it executed last year when their cars were off at the beginning of the year, they just
He's got about a car length on Busch right now.
has the belief in saying, hey, we need to go and chase this, and we need to
Got to run quicker than Larson if you're going to lock in. Joey might lock in with this too.
problem solvers, and no different than tonight. You know, who can put
Nope, defending series champ, Coop, and I'll continue to say it.
Fast lap. It's going to be up there around his teammate.
Yeah, he's going to do it.
Logano trying to become the fourth
Logano in.
the top 10, and he is
Third quickest, actually.
with a 49.40.
Knocks Busch out and puts Bowman on the bubble. Ty Gibbs.
Ty Gibbs, the 2023 Rookie of the Year in the Cup Series. Tyler Allen, the new crew chief there for Joe Gibbs Racing for the number 54 Monster Energy Toyota.
Wow. Okay, no. I think Larson might be okay.
than we thought that those Toyotas would have.
No Toyotas in the top 10 in last year's qualifying.
Right.
22nd.
I was just going to say, I thought maybe what are the odds of all the Hendrick cars missing the top 10, but Gibbs is not going to be not going to be that fast, so that'll lock Larson in.
Smooth, and you see Ty's car, the front end bouncing around right there down the back straightaway.
And it just seems like just watching that ticker as it bounces just keeps chiseling that time out of the car little by little.
Knocks the speed out of the car as it just touches the ground.
22nd.
There's only two left. I don't know who the two are, but
Yeah, and you can see that splitter touching the ground, and every time
I don't call people Mickey Mouse champions. It's you either every champion since 2004 is a champion.
the car and everything's changing because
They're either all champions or they're not.
it's just not as efficient
So
as it needs to be.
Two drivers to go.
Briscoe.
Chase Briscoe.
Briscoe versus Bowman.
Number 19, Bass Pro Shops tracker.
He's looking good.
Gibbs Racing. After 4 years with Stuart Haas, Briscoe moves over to Team Toyota.
Big time opportunity for Chase Briscoe. Great up to speed lap. Larry's telling us in our ear. All systems go. A lot of green right here.
Championships don't mean something. It's a championship.
That's gonna be the that's gonna be the pole.
Yeah, go ahead and say it.
Yeah, I had to do some quick math in my head. I'm slow.
Wow.
Yep.
How about this? And Alex Bowman.
That'll leave Zane Smith on the bubble.
That's a Toyota, Larry.
Briscoe.
Top of the chart too. There's a 2. There's a 2. Didn't I say maybe we could get a 2? There's a 2. 49-21.
Earlier, I said there's no way a Toyota's sitting on a pole. That is.
Oh yeah, you told me no.
That is
very sternly.
That's a massive lap right there.
Is that closer to a yes?
No, that's a massive lap. And that's
One more car to run, and it is the 21. Josh Berry. So the last spot is between Berry and Smith.
Actually, at lunch today, you told me nothing's changed, no rules have changed, nothing's going to change.
Well, they rebuilt the
what
engine.
changes is your mind.
Yeah, changing my mind. You're right.
All right. Well, here is Josh Berry for the Wood Brothers.
Will it be Berry? Will it be Smith?
To the famed Wood Brothers.
And this is going to be close. This is going to be close. Berry looking good down the back. See if he can sneak his way past Smith. He might just do it. He might just do it. I think he's going to do it. Berry is in.
Josh Berry, 6th fastest, will get a chance.
So three Toyotas, 3 Chevrolets,
After round 1, Chase Briscoe, new to Joe Gibbs
and I think 4 Fords.
will lead them to run for the Daytona 500 pole next.
This guy, Tyler Fisher, a funny comedian, they said, sir, nobody will give him a comedy special. Sure, it couldn't be done. I made one phone call, the perfect phone call, only on Fox Nation.
Doesn't matter. He won the championship. Bottom line.
Thank God you guys are here.
Rob Gronkowski, I love you.
Animal Control returns this Thursday on Fox.
Oh wow, we can spot your dehydration from a mile away. Welcome to our world of extraordinary hydration science.
It's like everybody knows what the format is. We've run the same format now since 2017. The knockout format since 14. It's been over a decade.
But they don't, because they can.
Step up.
Liquid IV, sugar-free hydration. Zero sugar, zero artificial sweeteners.
Yeah. It's the toughest format to win a title under. Championship should be earned. It should be... You have to work for it. You know?
Welcome to more.
Got a great year ahead.
Where the roads don't have limits.
Kenseth had a 400-point lead after Dover. He literally had 2 bad races, 3 technically, and still locked the championship a race early. He rode to a championship. There really is... You build a big enough lead with the full system, you don't have to try those last 8 races. You really don't. You didn't have to. I mean, there's guys that were clinching the titles 2 and 3 races early. You know, no. The toughest system to win a title is the one we have right now. And I'm not going to budge on that. Because you can't, you cannot ride under this system. You can't.
And
period.
You look at that Harley J. Earl trophy and you look at the names on that trophy. Sure, we have some upsets here and there, but it's a who's who of
best guy.
and when you look at the
Okay, the best guy didn't win the title in '92.
Daytona 500 and what that
Yet that one's revered as one of the best title fights, right?
Nothing that matches it, you know, in anything else that we do on the schedule.
Join Kevin Harvick and his crew every Tuesday.
No, you're just wrong because you want to live in the past. And I'm sick and tired of people like that. Seriously. Stop living in the past. It's 2025. It's not 1962. It's 2025. Get with the program. You know, that's the one thing that irks me more than anything else, you know?
The Daytona 500 pole. And here are those 10 drivers that have a shot at history tonight.
It's 2025, not 1962. Stop living in the past.
Big surprise with the Toyota and Chase Briscoe and Ryan Preece, to be honest.
Ty Dillon, Regan.
Like one of those Chevys, Austin Dillon. Richard Childress Racing always comes
Well,
to play when we come to
it's exaggeration, but...
lap here in just a little while. What's it going to take to find just a little bit more and maybe contend for the front row?
Well, first of all, I'm really happy for our Bass Pro Shops, Winchester Ammunition Chevy. That's a really good lap. You know, that's what you want to show everybody, that you got some speed. So proud of Richard Boswell and our team, and looking forward to this year with him. And we'll see if we can pick up a little bit of speed, at least be the top Chevy in the group. And it's cool to see Ty up
exactly.
there in the top 10 as well. So see if
exactly, balls. No, it's more like they don't give change a chance. It's not that they hate change, it's they don't give it a chance. Dude, you're 23. Sit down and shut up. You're 23. I got a good decade on you. You weren't even around to watch the pre-championship format, pre-chase format. So yeah, you're looking at it with rose-tinted glasses. It had its issues.
a lot of people like to say this doesn't matter. matter, but it really does. This is a way that we can prove that all our hard work is paying off in the off season. And
I'm actually really interested to see who gets the pole because there's a lot of underdogs in this. There's Ty. I didn't expect Ty to be in there.
Whose cars have had a chance to cool down the longest, the Dillon brothers and Ryan Preece.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but the new generation, their attention span isn't held on races like it used to. That's the issue. The issue isn't the points format. It's keeping their attention on the races. They just don't have the interest that people have shown in the past. It's interest.
Look at all these legends. The hottest drivers right now are him, her, and this guy. They're all part of a
Don't even talk about F1. F1 sucks. F1 is probably the most boring motorsport that currently is out there. It's not entertaining at all. It might be the most boring motorsport I've ever watched. Granted, that's just my opinion. Don't take my word for it, but that's just mine. Nothing against somebody if they like watching it, but
You can't fill a stadium, so fill that stadium.
you know.
Be emotional, so be emotional. You can't take credit. You can't speak up. You can't be so ambitious. You can't break records.
I'm sorry, but I'm laughing my ass off at the statement that their champions are legit. F1. You're talking F1, where team orders are more important than best driver. Also, I like Zeppelin.
5% cash back on whatever category I choose every single month, and even more when I shop online. Yes, Cindy, I got extra lettuce, and yes, Jasper, you're gonna have to carry it. Things have been real weird ever since you two hooked up. Don't just pay PayPal.
Blue Chew is a telemedicine service connecting men with licensed medical providers prescribing ED meds. Get your first month free at BlueChew.com.
Every home track is the start of something special.
Well, the thing is, you look at the ratings. NASCAR's been the top one in terms of the motorsports.
4 Fords, 3 Toyotas, 3 Chevys will run for the pole. Toyota's never won the pole for the 5.
Like I said, everybody's got their. Like I said, I have my own. That's where my passion is, and it's just. I get sick and tired of the one looking back, people looking at the old stuff thinking that it was so good, but it had its problems too. So, you know.
Mike, Team Penske had a driver get the pole last year. Was Joey Logano your teammate? This year you got the opportunity, Austin Cindric, to go do that in just a few moments. How do you find a little bit more out of this number 2 car?
Yeah, so that lap at Briscoe was pretty strong, but you know, I think we're within range here. See what a refire does when everything's nice and hot. Try and hit my shifts good again and get that launch just a little bit better. So I'm excited. Just kind of tired Ford Mustangs fast.
Good luck. Thanks.
Thanks, Regan. Tampa, Florida's Will.
Well, if we're going to throw that into the factor court, yeah, 60s. 60s where they actually raced the muscle cars.
The Tampa Terror, Wiley Will Cagle passed this week, age 86.
86. Well, that was back when they basically were pulling cars out of the parking lot and the whole win on Sunday, sell on Monday.
But a treatment can be.
I mean, you were literally using street cars.
FDA approved for 18 types of cancer, including certain early stage and advanced cancers. One of those cancers.
Oh, that's what they did. That's what they did at the first Darlington, the first Southern 500. Because the track was tearing up tires so much, they were pulling tires off of cars in the parking lot.
Removed by surgery, and then continued alone after surgery to help prevent your lung cancer from coming back.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, persistent or severe muscle pain or weakness, muscle cramps, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects.
Well, I'll admit, the car that we have right now is the best mile-and-a-half car. By far. It's the best mile-and-a-half car we've had in a good decade. Good decade, if not more.
Keytruda can harm your unborn baby.
But it needs work on the short tracks. It does need work on the short tracks. The road courses, I think, are alright. Super Speedway is alright, too. But it is definitely the best mile-and-a-half. By far. We've had in at least a decade.
You're a gardener, a groundskeeper, a landscaper. Because you didn't settle for ordinary. Same goes for your equipment. Versatile, powerful, durable Kubota equipment. More goes into it, so you get more out of it.
One sandwich that says, "This guy appreciates wild-caught Alaskan fish." And a second that says, "This guy would like another
You haven't watched the next gen race on a mile-and-a-half, have you? This car made Charlotte better. Charlotte was rough. Charlotte was rough for a good couple of years. This car made Charlotte good. The mile-and-a-half. It made them to the point where they were talking about getting rid of the roval on the mile-and-a-half. So there you go.
That's one of their cars. Marvin Pants was to drive it in the 1963 Daytona.
The tiny one. I think that is the tiny one winning car.
Won the race. The Wood brothers will be in the final round.
All right. I'm not going to put one up because I only have the only one prediction, which is for which manufacturer wins the poll. But
Of their first round speed, Kyle Larson 10th. He will go first. But as we pointed out, going to break, the
I disagree.
out of these 10 is Austin Dillon's, followed by Ryan Priest, then Ty Dillon.
As somebody who did watch the 2014 Gen 4, it's on par with it. Or, excuse me, Gen 6. It's on par with it.
Engines off, trying to get the air into the intake manifold to cool the engine off, to cool the radiator off, and then you fire the car back up, cycle the water, do it again. Hold the water.
I don't like driving road courses, however, when it comes to the racing games.
I wouldn't get out of the car so I could hold it.
I can watch the road races.
Let as much air cycle through the top of that motor while they were pushing air through the front.
Thanks for the bit, cutie.
It surprises me that a lot of these guys get out of the car. Larry, do you have something to add to that?
Well, it's kind of, walking a tightrope because,
All right. 10 cars. One of these 10 will be the pole sitter.
But their running gear, the hubs, all those have as well. Now, when you look at Chase Briscoe in the 19, his running gear, the transaxle, the wheel bearings, they've got heat in them, which is a good thing. The question, can they get that engine cooled down?
Well, we're about to find out as Kyle Larson rolls out.
I think Briscoe looks to be the favorite right now. Briscoe looks to be the favorite. The only car to run a 2 in his lap. The only problem is he was basically the last car to go. So it's like they said, is the engine cool enough?
We've got some surprises in there. We got Chase Briscoe up on top in a Toyota. You got Kyle Larson down on the bottom.
Hell, 2022 we had a record number of record-tying number of race winners. Different race winners.
Previewing this year, a lot of new faces and new places. I think that's 5. Chase, Priest, Ty Dillon, Josh Berry, Austin Dillon, new crew chief,
and we're on par, depending on what lap runs. We could go faster than last year's pole time. Last year's pole time was a 49.46. So if Briscoe or Priest can back up their lap time, or Cindric or one of those guys can back up their lap time from the first round, we're going to go faster than last year's pole time.
Yes, I promise you that.
Let's see what Larson runs.
49.52.
52 for Larson.
Compared to a 49.50. Lost a pin in the first round. Lost 200ths. All right, Denny Hamlin with new crew chief Chris Gale for Joe Gibbs Racing. Trying for his second
Three-time
in the 500.
500 winner Hamlin.
This is another feather in the cap for Denny Hamlin and Chris Gale. You know,
He's a little quicker than Larson.
Gray contended all night. Come here, picked up speed in their Toyotas to make good qualifying runs. So
You can blame streaming services for that. And, well...
That's a great point.
Just saying. That, and you can blame the cost of cable, too. Granted, we got lucky with the package we have, but...
do the things that they've done the last 2 times we've seen them on the racetrack, and that's perform, and that's what makes Denny Hamlin, you know, successful.
40 something. 42?
There's a pickup. 3-time Daytona 500 winner.
41.
8.5 100ths.
41 for Hamlin.
41. Here's his Joe Gibbs Racing teammate, Christopher Bell, Adam Stevens.
So we're definitely beating the pole time from last year for sure now.
He has started on the second row and on
So.
the third row twice for the 500, looking for his first front row start.
They just keep getting better and better. Christopher Bell, I called it at the beginning of the year last year.
It's a little,
obviously
gonna be close.
in the final round. There's some hard luck at Martinsville, but I think he's just going to continue on that.
Yeah, and
this year.
I agree, and I think
Yeah, this might be the year for Bell, too.
today, turning Christopher Bell loose to go let him race as much as he wants in a sprint car, a midget, and a micro, and a super late.
Man, it is so close between the teammates right now.
Duel it out on the dirt tracks, and they're going to duel it out all season long here.
Yeah, that rivalry is going to be alive, and I think just to what we were talking about earlier, Kevin, it's the more back in our day, the more we drove, the better.
Hamlin's going to be slightly quicker. Bell might go to P2.
A dozen miles north of here last week.
He does. Slots in right between Hamlin and Larson.
46, he picks up 3 100s. Hamlin, Bell, Larson.
7 cars to run.
Front row, lock in.
Here is Austin.
Here's Austin Dillon, pole sitter in 2014
Yep.
for the Daytona 500.
Larry, a little bit of pickup is probably to be expected, correct?
Well, like I say, especially...
Question is, will we hit the 3 and possibly a... Well, we saw a 2, so...
Since that practice session this morning, heating the running gear, the hubs is a good thing. The whole key is getting the engine cool. They can't use those cool down machines. All they can
I
do
know.
is raise the hood. And
That's why I said, Chuck, what I was talking about, saying, well... I may be one of the reasons why.
The next year, he asked Pop if he could bring back the 3, which Childress said would only return to the track for a family member. Earnhardt or Childress family member allowed Austin Dillon to use it. He responded by winning the pole for the Daytona 500 in 2014. Let's see what he's got here.
Second quickest at the moment.
3/100ths of a second.
Again, the top 2 will lock to the front row. It's the only 2 starting spots we'll know after tonight.
So tight.
Everything else is determined tomorrow night.
4 cars in, 6 to go, and here are the Wood brothers. With their new driver, Josh Berry.
This could be a good combo, I think.
Stuart Haas Racing started 30th in the Daytona 500 and finished 25th. Led 1 lap. Look here.
A little quicker than Hamlin at the moment.
And the Wood brothers won here last August with Harrison Burton.
I was gonna say the most recent winner at Daytona is this car.
Great point, and I think that momentum's carrying on.
Looking good.
Yeah, and I think
Might be in the 30s.
Just a hard-nosed, short-track racer. You know, new crew chief, new driver.
Maybe a 36. Can we get a 35?
Was able to come into it, a little bit of experience as well.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a 36, maybe a 37.
Comes Berry trying to knock Hamlin off the pole.
He does. 37.
49.37 for Josh Berry, a pickup of 11/100ths of a second. And remember, to Larry's point about heat in the drive line, he was
Here is Ty Dillon.
Yeah, and you know that might be more important than the extra few degrees on the engine, and might make a bigger difference for those cars that have
The third Chevrolet, the third bullet for Chevrolet.
When these times are this tough, this takes me into
Going to the channel point prediction. Chevrolet only has one more bullet after Dillon.
just really, really tight between a good lap
Or after Ty.
a mediocre lap here.
Ty Dillon racing full-time for Colleague Racing.
Currently second quickest.
First full-time season in the last 3 seasons. 3 top 10 finishes here at Daytona, including a 6th in the 500 in 2019.
When you start talking hundreds and thousands of a second, I mean, it's really, literally coming down to, well, just holding it a little bit up off the line, out of the way, a shift just off, just maybe a little bit. I mean,
Well, Jacob, I've talked with you in Discord about it. My complaint with it is that a lot of the complaints that are given for the playoff system can be thrown at that system. Was my thing. It's like, you do realize the old system had the same complaints, such as not the fact that you could ride late in the season.
Been with his team since 2013 and has a Daytona 500 pole and a win, and of course 3 Cup championships.
John, there's one more Chevy.
I keep looking in the infield and I'll see the flag blowing.
There's 4 Chevys, wasn't it? Yeah, I thought it was 4 Chevys. Three Fords, 3 Toyotas, and 4 Chevrolets.
Right or wrong down one of the straightaways.
Regano looking good.
you can't make its mind up. It's like in, out, in, out, in, out. So close.
Well, Jacob came on late on it. Well, that's why. We got time to kill while they're qualifying. Regano trying to go back to back.
For his 2nd Daytona 500 pole in a row.
He's got Barry by about a 100th. Got it.
Joey Logano, 49.35.
49.35.
Over round 1, and it puts.
Oh, 4 Fords. Okay. I thought there was. I knew there was 4. That's why I was like. Here is Cindric. 3 cars left.
For Team Penske, Brian Wilson, the crew chief. He has started 5th, 6th, and 6th in 3 of his 4 Daytona 500s. He'll get another top 10 start here.
He likes this place. Puts that number 2 car up front. He's got him 1 under his belt already. I look for him to be right back up there.
Yeah, he's going to be right there probably with his teammate.
Daytona 500 on Sunday.
Yeah, and Austin, he's just gotten better at putting himself in position, not taking as many chances, and you know, I think that
he's a smart guy.
He's a really smart guy,
yeah.
and I think that as you go through this,
200s.
you have the experience of knowing when to go, knowing when the hole is big enough to, you know, to make a bold move or whatever that scenario is. And we talk about Cindric and Josh.
Yeah, there's the Toyota. There's one Toyota that's left to run. It's the last car to run. 32.
Systems check to the point.
Ford right now. You got a Ford and a Toyota left to run. Well, Joey Logano won Penske's first ever 500 pole last year, so.
In the entire history of the Cup Series, our stat boys Bert and Ernie tell me. Morris said here, summer of 2006, and 1950 Cup champion Bill Rexford at Kentfield, Ohio.
Well, right now, Priest looking good.
What they time him with, an hourglass?
Oh, it is so close between Priest and Cindric right now.
It's like Statler and Waldorf.
Like sometimes you make
Again, it's 300ths of a second between Cindric and Logano at the moment.
Look at how tight these lap times are.
Ryan Priest, new to Team RFK.
Who locks to the front row? Can Priest nip Cindric? I think Cindric's going to be locked to the front row.
But that's all behind him. See if he can put that forward on the front row.
He will. Cindric locks to the front row. Cindric and Priest right now on the front row with 1 car to go. Chase Briscoe.
And there was one. Chase
Will it be Ford? Will it be Toyota? Will Ford lock out the front row? Briscoe looking good. Can he get into the twos? He did it in their first round.
I love this pairing with James Small and Chase Briscoe. I just think
I like the time.
James's intensity and Chase's demeanor of just wanting somebody to be.
Look at this. He's going to be in the two. He could be in the ones.
On him to do the things right, and you see the speed in this car.
Just keeps on.
Yeah. This thing's going to run a lap here. Watch this. You guys ready for a lap? This is going to do it. They're going to do it. Big time, baby. Big time. Boom. 49-24. Chase Briscoe is your 500 pole setter. Chase Briscoe and Austin Cindric is your 500 front row. Damn, what a lap. What a couple of laps too. I mean, he ran a 2 in the first round and then ran a 2 in the second round. Damn. That 19 team came to play.
That was the kid anyway. Solid. Once we're down there, follow my lead. You just lost power.
And guess what?
The odds are against them. No, he's not. Their only chance. I got an idea.
Only 2 people won the channel points. Only 2 people put a bet on Toyota to win the poll.
I'm not losing a diver today. Last Breath, rated PG-13, only in theaters February 28th.
2 people are going to split 9,700 channel points.
We really need to keep Zycam in the house.
Only if you want to shorten your
What was the other one?
Feel cold coming, shorten it with Zycam.
Get in on buy 1 foot long, get 1 free.
No,
right
let's see
now in the
no, that's not what I wanted to
That's
see.
right, buy 1 foot long sub, get another free.
I'm trying to see who was the other one. Oh, VTMT. For Mike.
The Valley of the Sun will roar to life this spring. It's going to get pretty wild here. Why is that, you may ask? Because NASCAR is coming to Phoenix. And it's going to be a
What a monster of a lap, though. Seriously.
The best-in-class fan experience meets racing's toughest drivers for 3 days of action on and off the track, all surrounded by
Well, we'll see him on track tomorrow night. Determine the rest of the lineup. The rest of how they will line up.
Let's be real. When you hear clarity, it's usually about the diamond. But the process of buying one is anything but clear. At Rattani, we break it all down. What's a pick? And why? We show you everything. Pricing, our markup, stuff other jewelers don't want you to see. Rattani, we bring true clarity. No confusion.
Yeah, let's hear from Briscoe.
The right price.
At Primal Kitchen, we said
That's all you gotta see.
nonsense and hello to more. More flavor and more joy in your healthy lifestyle. Our collection of sauces, mayos, and salad dressings are made with
Probably not going to be fast enough to wreck the field, Chuck.
and with none of the nonsense you don't want. No
Seriously, when I went to Michigan in 2019,
no gluten and no dairy. Because the only thing
the
you
pace
want
difference between them and the rest of the field,
it's not complicated. It's Primal Kitchen.
the fact to visibly see that, you know.
Sir, yes, sir. At your service.
50, damn.
He just ran into a door, but at least he ran. Welcome to Stroopsdorf.
The hell is this? Stroopsdorf is known for cheese, laundry, and bowling. You gotta be kidding me.
There's nothing wrong with Stroopsdorf.
Really? Can you show me one thing that's right about this place?
Nice. Dennis Leary is going Dutch. All new Thursdays on Fox and anytime on Hulu.
First point race in that car, and he's on the pole.
that.
That is a great job by Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota.
They definitely came to play
Well, guys, Chase Briscoe makes the moves to move
this
to
year.
Gibbs Racing this season. And in your first start in this 19 car, you're also going to give Toyota their first pole and first start on the front, or excuse me, from first in the Daytona 500. How good does that feel?
Yeah, it's a great way to start our season. What a, unbelievable way to start off the year. Unbelievable way to start off with Toyota, to be able to be the guy that
I think that's the
within the first anything when they've already accomplished so much.
I think it's what the second ever front row start for Toyota in the 500, because I think Waltrip started outside Johnson in 08.
Pro shops is unbelievable. So yeah, just can't thank Coach Gibbs enough, the entire Joe Gibbs Racing organization. The whole off season, everybody kept telling me the focus was trying to qualify better at super speedways. That's something they really struggled at last year, and for our 19 group to come here and to sit on the pole at the biggest race of the year is pretty special. So yeah, can't believe it. Just super appreciative of this opportunity with Bass Pro, Toyota, Joe Gibbs. It's yeah, unbelievable way to start our season. Hopefully we can just carry it on now.
Alabama in 98.
Sunday and you lead the field to green. You got to worry about the duels and finding out what your race car is
Yep.
going to do. What are you going to be looking for out of it tomorrow night?
Yeah, I don't know if this changes our approach. If we try to just lay back now or what. I would like to race for sure and at least feel my car out. It's hard to ever know what you have in practice, but I felt like in practice my car was really, really good. And then to go out there in qualifying and do the lap that we did, I was like, man, I guess I was right. It did feel pretty good. So yeah, I'm curious to see how it's going to race. And I feel like our car definitely has speed. It's just a matter of if it's going to race good. So yeah, I'll talk to James and the guys, see kind of what the approach is for tomorrow night. But it'll definitely be nice to start up front and kind of determine our own destiny.
All right, enjoy this tonight. Congratulations, Jamie.
Yeah, big moment for.
And here's your other front row starter.
Austin Cindric, big lap for you, the fastest Ford. You're starting on the front row in the Great American Race. I know you've won it before, but how special is it to start on the front row?
No, it's obviously a huge credit to the guys.
That is it for tonight, balls. That's all that's on tap for tonight.
Obviously, a lot of fast Fords in the field, so really cool. I think.
Like it's like qualifying tonight, duels tomorrow night, and truck race Friday night.
Jabs at each other for qualifying results, and this one's going to stink for a while. So, but congrats to him and Coach and those guys. It's pretty cool to start front row with one of my good friends. But all in all, it's a great box check for the start of this week.
That's cool, Chuck. What year was it? Do you have to remember what year?
To setting up with an opportunity to win this race on Sunday. So that's another one. I mean, that's pit selection. That's obviously controlling your destiny at the start of the race. So we'll try and do the best we can to learn about our car tomorrow night. And yeah, good start.
Congratulations. See you in the door.
Yeah.
Mike?
Don't want to fall asleep like I did last year. But granted, was the one that was a crazy weekend after we had weather affect it. So
Coffee Mate is the world's biggest coffee.
I'll show the dual lineups and then.
Impossible. Well, Coffee Mate loves all the ways you enjoy it.
We'll go from there.
Thailand for this. We have flavors from all over the world.
Jace Briscoe, corruption. Briscoe, Cindric, your front row.
Even if it means we'll never afford a house.
What I'm trying to say is.
The rest of the lineup will be set obviously tomorrow night. So.
Maybe we're the second biggest coffee.
But Briscoe and Cindric, your front row.
Beef and cheddar and crispy fish sandwiches for $6.99. It's surf and turf, reef and beef, the old bovine and brine, sea milk and land cookies, the old Arby's.
Oh, okay.
Expenses, the onboarding, the benefits, the time off requests, fixing payroll. It has to stop.
A cry for
Oh, he was the quickest car through both rounds of qualifying too. The only car to run a 49 too.
Paycom automates everything. That's less stress for you and your people. Okay. Set your HR.
Hell, the pole run this year was 2/10 quicker than last year.
What do you mean?
Hey, so I want a new credit card to grow my credit. Now Experian can help me find credit cards with no ding decline. Now, these cards won't ding my credit if I'm not approved.
No ding?
No ding.
No ding?
Get the free Experian app today.
Did you know Toyota has 3 NASCAR Cup teams? We got Team 2311, owned by this guy.
7.
Three-time Daytona winner Denny Hamlin.
7 Eastern.
Denny Hamlin races for another team.
So 7 Eastern is when it starts.
And they both share the track with
All the coverage.
Co-owned by 7-time Cup champ Jimmy Johnson. 3 epic teams, 4 legendary owners, all going after one cup. Now you're up to speed. You in?
Gail, look at your little boo. What happened?
On the Saturdays.
Okay, you gotta be careful, okay?
I know.
And let's get you off your feet. We're gonna get your Medicare prescriptions delivered.
Get help with your Medicare prescription right in your neighborhood.
With the new Ultimate Hut Bundle, create your ultimate Pizza Hut feast. I got meat lovers and double pepperoni. Rock, we got double pep.
I get double pep.
Dude, bundle bros.
That's kind of cool.
Meal yours starting at $24.99. No one outpizzas the Hut.
See, I've never gotten lucky like that where I've won like tickets to something from a promotional thing at all.
All the parts you need, guaranteed to fit.
I've never gotten lucky like that, so.
Things people love.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Chase Briscoe's Tracker Boats, Bass Pro Shops Toyota will start from the pole, the Discount Tire Mustang of Austin Cindric alongside next Sunday in the Great American Race. Where will everybody else line up? 2 duels tomorrow night.
Should be fun.
You know, Chase Briscoe, he's going to sit around there.
That first duel is going to be packed, though, because you got Bush is in that one, Elliott's in that one, Byron, the defending winner.
We got some guys buried back here with
Bubba, Algar's in that one, Gibbs, Reddick, Castro Neves. That's a stacked duel 1.
Don't forget about them.
Duel number 2.
Duel number 2 looks like it could be just as good, too.
Yeah, you got 3-time Daytona 500 champ Denny Hamlin right there. Alongside his teammate in the second row. I think those guys will be strong, and then you got a couple of Hendrick teammates right behind them. So this thing's wide open. I think as you look at qualifying, there were some surprises.
This is the side I want to see. These open cars, you just heard me talk about it. That's what I love about the duels. We come down here, there's there's a few less than they had, but there's some that are going home. The pressure is on, and you're going to see it here tomorrow night for these duels. Cannot wait.
Now tomorrow night, Allgaier and LaJoie could make it in on time if Truex and Johnson race their way in to a better spot tomorrow night. All the other open cars will have to race in to make the Great American Race. Now tomorrow on FS1, Truck Series practice at 5 Eastern, race day at 6. The NASCAR Cup Series duel at Daytona at 7 Eastern time. Sunday on Fox, NASCAR race day at 12:30 p.m., followed by the Daytona 500 on Fox at 2:30. Coming up next.
Don't worry, guys. You'll be able to. Again, I'll be here Sunday for sure. So.
Wyoming and New Mexico, Nick Cope and.
But with that, we are ready for Thursday. Thursday will give us a nice little preview, possibly, of what the 500 could be. So. Till then, take care. See you guys tomorrow, as I am out for the night. Put my little farewell message. Good night and peace. Peace on.